Pedro, I'm here in Albuquerque. Beautiful Albuquerque. Now that I'm finally here, can I just say, ooh.
Oh, hello, Mr. President. Welcome to New Mexico.
Well, what the hell's so new about it, Pedro? I mean, this place is disgusting. What a lovely shade of brown everything is.
Well, it is the desert, you know, man.
Well, I wasn't necessarily referring to the landscape, but that's fine if you want to assume.
Oh, that shit's great. Hey, now, wait a minute. I thought you weren't coming until this afternoon. What the hell?
You know what? We wanted to come to the fair. Get here a little early, incognito.
Okay.
Ride a few of the rides. How about those carnies, huh? What do they call them there? Carne asadas?
Yes, that's good.
You know, you got a real local vibe around here. You really do.
Yeah, well, you're not even going to speak to anyone in Albuquerque anyway. You're going to be out in Rio Rancho.
That's right, Pedro. We thought about doing a Make America Great Again rally in Albuquerque, but we were warned that the entire presidential motorcade might get stolen. So they told us Rio Rancho would be the smarter place.
Yeah, that part might be true, actually.
I mean, just look at this place. I mean, Pedro, I thought this was a sanctuary city, Albuquerque. Sanctuary from law and order from the looks of things.
Oh, nice.
And look at all these peddlers and the homeless on the drive from the airport. I mean, it's just pathetic. That makeshift tent that's sleeping 20 right now doesn't look like very much sanctuary once winter hits, does it?
No, come on, man, come on.
But we're already almost to this, Santa Ana Star Center where the rally's taking place. What gives with that place, Pedro? This little hut looks like it's out in the middle of nowhere. Nowhere. We heard it was in the suburbs. No one said anything about bum Egypt.
Well, hey, it's way the hell out there for sure. You're right about that.
I mean, I will tell you, I've visited plenty of old countries in my time, believe me. Lots. But this place is right up there with the best of them, Pedro. I mean, I don't know how you do it. And that traffic across that little creek, what the hell is that stream called again? What is it, Mike?
Well, that would be the mighty Rio Grande River, sir.
Mighty lame, Mike Pence. I've had urine streams wider and swifter than that thing.
Yes, I know, sir. I've witnessed many of them myself, Your Excellency.
Yeah, so you're already out in Rio Rancho ready for the big rally then, huh?
Yes, and let me just say, Pedro, thank God there's a McDonald's out here. I was worried for a minute that I might have to eat the local cuisine.
Well, what's wrong with local restaurants? There's some killer restaurants out there. You need to try some New Mexican food. Get you some red or some green chili.
Oh, I don't think so, Pedro. I'll stick with a quarter pounder. I mean, there's a reason all the Washington people call this place Diarrhea Rancho.
Oh, God.
All that chili nonsense. You know, it's bad for the digestive system, Pedro. Muy bado.
Oh, all right. Well, other than that, what do you think of Rio Rancho?
I see a great big plant out here. I guess that's Intel. Looks awfully empty. Lots of empty parking spaces. My guess is all those jobs got outsourced to China. Very tragic, Pedro. I've already threatened to punish companies who outsource jobs, you know. So I'm pointing my finger at that Intel building right now. Watch this. Bad Intel. Bad Intel. Go to your room with no TV. See that? America's greater again already.
Oh, that'll show them. You know, Mr. President, the last time you were here, there was a lot of protesting. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember. There were lots of protests going on. Lots. Bigly protesting. But they were saying it was all old-looking and orange, and it was shaped like a mushroom. But Jeffrey Epstein told those girls if they didn't quit their protesting, he would take away their Zima and gummy bears. So they calmed down finally.
Oh, my God. Come on, man.
Hey, Pedro, where's all the pretty balloons? Pretty balloons. They told me we were going to get lots of pretty balloons to see when we got here.
Yeah, that's not for a couple more weeks, the Balloon Fiesta. You're a little early for that, sorry.
Well, that's a shame. It's a shame. And whose brilliant idea was it to only have a few roads across that river out here to Rio Rancho anyway? I mean, that's some very bad civil engineering. Pathetic, Pedro. Very bad. And look at all these road names. Paseo del Norte, Paseo del Volcan, and the school names, too. Puesta del Sol, Cielo Azul. I mean, what are we in, Chihuahua? I can see I'm going to have to build that wall a lot further north than I thought, Pedro. It's like we're in Mexico already.
Well, what's your message going to be to the people in Rio Rancho when you talk to them anyway?
I'm going to turn this blue state red. Red. And by the way, Pedro, I can see why New Mexico is a blue state all the time.
Why?
Blue as in blue balls. I mean, Jesus. I don't think I've seen one woman out here in this little burb who's better than a 4.
Oh, come on.
I mean, that just won't do. We got to get some decent women out here. Don't we, Mike Pence?
I wouldn't know, sir. I'm perfectly happy with my wife, and my posters of you, of course.
Okay, so why don't you drop by the studio and say hi when you're on your way back to the airport? It's right on your way when you get back to in Albuquerque.
Oh, hell no. I think that whole city you live in just passed Chicago for the most gunshots fired in a week in the last 10 years.
Oh, man.
I value my personal safety a lot more than a few dozen votes I'm likely to get in Albuquerque, given all the Democrat-loving liberal losers in Albuquerque. Now, let's get this over with. I feel safer in Somalia than this place. Stay huge, Pedro.